Hello everyone. In this tutorial, we'll learn how to create histograms in Python using Plotly, and we'll do this in the 9 steps that are mentioned here. So let's get started. First, let us import the libraries. We'll use two libraries here. One is pandas, which we'll use to declare and handle our data frame, and the second one is Plotly that we'll use to plot our histogram. So we'll use, as you would know, that histograms are used to represent a single numerical feature, and it represents the distribution of that one numerical column. So here I have declared a data frame which has only one column, which is weights, and which is a numerical column, as you can see here. So here I've printed the head of that data frame, as you can see. So let us go ahead and plot this variable in a histogram. To do this, to create the most basic histogram, there's a very simple syntax in Plotly. We simply use px.histogram, and then we mention the data frame and the column that is in consideration. And once we execute uh, as you can see, this is the histogram that has been created. So what we'll do further is we'll try to tweak this histogram and we'll try to make it look even better. So initially, let us adjust the width, height, and let us also adjust the bins that are mentioned. So we can do that by adding these three attributes, which are height, width, and n bins. The n bins represents here the how many buckets does that numerical column gets broken down into. Okay, so as you can see here that I've mentioned nine n bins, so it will get broken down into 9 buckets. Once I hit execute, so here is our updated histogram. What we'll do now is we'll also add data labels to our histogram. And how we do that is by simply mentioning text underscore auto equal to true. And as you can see here that the data labels have been added. So what I want to do is I don't want these data labels to be inside the histogram. I want them on above the histograms. So how I do that is by simply adding this statement, which is pic.update traces, and then I mention the text position outside. So my data labels would be plotted above the histograms. Okay, so going ahead, let us also add a chart title to our histogram. We can do that by simply adding uh, pic.update layout and mentioning the title text, which I've mentioned here, that frequency across weight buckets, and then title X mentions the position of the header. What we'll do next is we'll change the color of this histogram from blue to turquoise. How I do that is by adding this particular attribute, which is color discrete sequence, and here I mentioned the color is turquoise. So as you would notice that okay, the color has now changed from blue to turquoise. What I'll do next is I'll change the theme of my chart, and we can do that very simply by adding the template. So here I've chosen a template which is called simple white. You can accordingly choose different templates. I'll show one more example, which is plotly dark. And once I hit enter using plot, let, so once I hit enter, and once I enter the plotly dark template, as you can see here that the template has been converted to plotly. So this is our final customized histogram that has been created. Thank you for watching.